Hello friends, today we are going to discuss a new topic that is called how to query a database with JDBC. So let's see what are the different stages are there. First one is connect, second one is query, and another one is process results, and then close. Okay, so first stage which it has connect. So connect nothing but first you have to register the driver, and then in that another step that is there to connect the database. Okay, after first registering the drivers, then you have to connect it to the database. And in a second stage, that is a second query will have like which it has create a statement. So you have to create a statement based on the database, and then query the database. Like if you create one tables, then you have to write a SQL query there, and then process results. And third stage is process results, which it has two steps again. Step through the results, then assign results to a Java variables. So step through the result means if your table has 10 different rows, then each and every time it will repeat continuously, then it displays a table values. Okay, like that, processing the results. Finally, close stage means which it closes the result set, and close the statement, and then close the connection, database connection. So these are the four different stages which it is involved in querying a database. Okay, and remember that to query a database and to display the result using Java applications, we need to first load a driver, connect it to the database, create and execute JDBC statements, and finally handle SQL exceptions and terminate the connections. Okay, and first here before going to discuss about summarized topic of steps to connect. So let's see, loading a driver means here first step that is to develop a JDBC application to load and register the required driver using a driver manager. So if you want to you can load and register a drivers programmatically, manually also. Okay, programmatically means by using a for name method and one more method that is called register driver method. By using these two methods, for name method and register driver method, by using these two methods you can able to load and register the drivers. Okay, and by setting system property you can set load the drivers manually also. Okay, by using for name method means here which it available in java.lang.class. Okay, so in that java.lang.class the for name method is available, and which it loads the JDBC driver and registers the driver with the driver manager. Okay, and a dream itself, like below we'll have driver vendor, I mean database vendor. On top of that you will have a JDBC driver, and on top of that you will have driver manager. So here the for name method is loads the JDBC driver and requests the driver with the driver manager. So mainly the syntax is simple, class dot for name, that is then which it provides a driver name there. Okay, so remaining concept we'll discuss here. And one more day, using register driver method means you can able to pass a driver name here. So by using the driver manager dot register driver. Okay, and let's see, so if you want to know the summarized concepts of how to connect to the database means, first you have to define the connection URL, and then establishing a connection and creating a statement object, and execute the query and process the result and close the connection. Okay, so let's see, first one is that is defining a connection URL. So just now I given information about how to create a connection means by using how to load drivers also. You can have like class dot for name. By using class dot for name you can able to create easily. Okay, for JDBC ODBC bridge driver you can use like a class dot for name. Here you have to pass sun dot JDBC dot ODBC JDBC driver. Okay, here sun is Sun Microsystems, which it has one JDBC class. Again JDBC ODBC, if you want to connect JDBC with ODBC, then you have to use JDBC ODBC driver. Like this the communication can be done. Okay, so if you want to use for Oracle driver, then how to define URL means, connection URL means class dot for name oracle dot JDBC dot driver dot oracle driver, like that. If you want to connect with MySQL server, MySQL database, I mean if you are having front-end Java application, if you are having back-end MySQL, then in Java servlet you have to write this code. Okay, if you want to use connections like that, class dot for name com dot mysql dot jdbc dot driver, like that. Okay, and then how to establish a connection. To establish a connection, we can have one class called connection, and which it has one object called con object. You can able to create your name also, no problem. But the thing is, connection is a class which it creates one object con, and one more class is there, that is driver manager. And for that driver manager, which it has one method called get connection. So if you want to establish a connection, definitely we need server URL and username and password. You have to specify there. Those are the three parameters you can specify, like URL, username and password. Okay. And one more thing, another one is create a statement object. Create the statement object is used for creating a statement for your connection. Okay, here you have to use a statement class, which it has another object called stmt statement. Con dot create statement means what? Con dot create statement means whatever you have the values in a con object, that is server name, username, password. Based on that details, the create statement will be executed. Okay, it will create statement for connection. And let's see another stage, that is executing the query. In executing the query, which it has, if you want to select the query, then you have to create one query variable like that, string SQL equal to select star from emp, and then you have to call a statement, whatever you created earlier, you have to call statement dot execute query. So by using execute query method, the SQL statement can be executed. Okay. So if you want to insert or update queries, then you can do the same as a select query. Okay. You have to create a string, one SQL as a variable. Now apply one SQL query like insert into emp values of 4730 like that, and then you have to call statement dot execute update. It automatically updates the value, existing value. Okay. And then let's see process the results, means you have to create result set. Result set class will be there to process the results. So in result set we'll have an object called rs. So by calling statement dot execute query, you have to pass SQL query. SQL means here you have stored SQL statement, so that statement will be executed here. And now while rs dot next means, so it checks the record, how many if the table has three rows means first row it will check and it displays, it get the value like get integer id. So for example, serial number and a name. So for serial number and name, 4 records are there, then it checks first record and then it displays serial number and name, and again it will continue rs dot next if the cursor position is moved to second row which it has id and name, then it displays, again it continues third one. So if it has 3, then it displays, otherwise it stops. So that is how the process the result. And finally closing the connection. Closing the connection means if you want to release all the resources that the connection is holding, you can able to terminate that by using statement dot close and con dot close. Okay. And finally I'll show you how the summarizing steps for connecting the Java database with inserting a value in the database by using NetBeans IDE. Okay, let's see. First one is loading a driver, that is called class dot for name org dot. So you can use sun dot JDBC dot ODBC driver also, or else here I am using Derby database here, so that I am using this one. And connection con statement, then connection statement is same as like driver manager dot get connection. And JDBC for Derby you'll have 1524 as a 1527 is a port number. Okay, if you are using localhost colon 8080, that is Tomcat. Okay. So and then here the statement you have to use creating a statement here, statement equal to con dot create statement. Con dot create statement means for this connection it will create statement. Okay, another create a variable called string SQL, you have to pass SQL query here. So if you want to execute this statement, then you have to call the statement. Okay, for this statement dot execute query, pass SQL value, this value you have to pass there. So it automatically executes that, and finally you have to terminate statement and connection. So you have to call object dot method called close. Okay, statement dot close and connection dot close. That is the things how to summarize the steps of connecting the Java databases. Okay, let's see another concept, that is called how the statements, I mean types of statements available in this. Okay, there are 3 different types of statements available in a statement class. One is statement and prepared statement and callable statement. Statement nothing but here first one, this represents a simple SQL statements which it has normal statement. Just now we observed statement equal to con dot create statement. So prepared statement is another thing which it is pre-compiled, or which it allows improved performance. So that means it allows to execute multiple query multiple times, and we can able to set values according to our need. Like prepared statement, already it is there in the meaning itself, it is there, right? So it already predefined, it is there. So if you want to access that, you can able to access by using prepared statement class with con.prepare statement. And finally, that is callable statement. Callable statement nothing but if you want, this allows access to the stored procedures, so that are stored in a database. So by using a callable statement, you can call prepare call like that. Okay, so these are the different types of statements, and thank you for watching.